OGM News FM for news and entertainment. Sounds pretty good to me. For news and entertainment. Sounds pretty good to me.
News FM for news and entertainment. Sounds pretty good to me.
Right. For so many reasons, it is code blue in America. So, if you are following the news, there is a Liberation Day in the White House. It's a Liberation Day, they call it, because the tariff now goes on steroid. The trade tariff, the Trump trade tariff, is now officially on steroid, literally affecting every country in the world, even countries that have no particular dealings with the United States. Anyway, this is code blue, and here is solid blue. And in America now, we have to face this dilemma. Okay? It's crazy out there. Should we panic? Should we not panic? What is going on? We can't simply understand what is going on with our lives right now. It is crazy. It is crazy. I cannot underestimate how crazy it is. Nobody out there can underestimate how crazy it is. Everyone is panicking. Everyone. When I say everyone, even those who are involved in these tariffs, they are literally panicking. It's crazy. I mean, it is crazy. Just look at this. Look at this. Just so you know what I'm saying. This is Fox News business. Look at it literally. Those red. It is so red. The bull market is looking like a forgotten era in America. I mean, this is so crazy. I mean, for ordinary eyes, for those of you who do not understand figures, for those out there who don't deal with mathematics, who only need their paycheck to arrive at the right time, who need the grocery price to come down, if you wake up in the morning today and you're looking at the stock market like the one you're seeing in front of you, you should panic. Okay? I mean, you should panic if you see something like this. This is crazy. It is out of hand already. The Dow is down by 1,200 points. Look, you need to ask anyone around you who know anything about financial markets what these means. Because I don't know where to begin, to explain to you how devastating this man is making this country to be. Like, it's crazy. Everyone is panicking, especially those who are involved in this policy. You think I'm joking? You think I don't know what I'm saying when I say everyone is panicking? Well, why are they going around different TV channels, different mainstream media, just to be able to defend this. Listen.
So these additional reciprocal tariffs on China, on the European Union, on Japan, they're not taking effect until April 9th. Are you saying that you expect that you will see negotiations around this ahead of that taking effect? And perhaps we'll see a change in these tariffs?
I think that's right. I mean, this is always, listen, the president is the ultimate deal maker. He has been, cutting deals and making deals, first for his companies, the Trump companies, and now for the American people. There is no one better. I saw it in the first White House as his domestic policy chief for 3 years, and then now as the Secretary of Agriculture in the cabinet. His ability to make and cut deals and negotiate is unlike anything I think any of us have ever.
Just so you know, this is Brooke Rollins, the agricultural secretary, okay? Not just her, almost everyone in the cabinet has to go out and start one way or the other, just go say something. Just go say, if you implement a policy and you are the one panicking, then what are we supposed to do? Those of us who are regular folks who just want things to be okay, what are we going to do if you are panicking already? You are the one who implement this policy, this draconian policy, and you are already panicking. Then what am I going to do now? I'm a regular family man who is trying to take care of my family needs. What am I going to do if you are already panicking, going from one TV stations to the other to defend this nonsense?
For a long time in policy, and now he will apply that for the benefit of the American people, the American economy, and for our farmers and ranchers. And I do believe April 9th and beyond, we'll continue to see these other countries opening up their markets, allowing more of our product in, our agriculture product. And again, for our farmers and ranchers, a new age of prosperity.
Okay, so she just said you wait till April 9th. But just so you know, April 9th is about 6 days ago. 6 days away, okay? This is not so long. It's about 6 days away. So things is going to start turning around in about 6 days, okay? You just wait. Things is going to turn a good shape in just about 6 days. And guess what? It's the same Brooks Rollins, the agricultural secretary. As she was talking, look at what is flashing right beside her. Look at all those red numbers. Look at all those downward spiral arrow as the Dow plunges down 1,204 points into the gutter. As she says this. All right. See, we'll see. That is the hope, guys. We'll see. Look, I'm not going to fault her. I'm not going to blame her because I don't think this tariff idea is a popular idea among the cabinets. I believe strongly many of the cabinets do not support this idea. But it just happened to be the idea that is being held by the president of the United States. So what are you going to do about it? There's nothing you can do about it. Okay? You just happen to be one of the members of the cabinet and you don't like this idea. What are you going to do about it? Probably nothing. Just imagine as she is trying so hard to defend all these, look at the flashing red beside her. And guess who said that if a president oversaw a Dow going down 1,000 points, guess what that guy says is going to happen to this president? If somebody says that, I will show you. I will show you. One famous man says if the Dow Jones ever falls more than 1,000 points in a single day, the president should pack up his things. Guess what? He's your favorite president. Unbelievable. Unbelievable what is going on here. Unbelievable what is going on in this country. This famous president in the past said if the Dow Jones ever fall more than 1,000 points in a single day, the sitting president should be loaded into a very big cannon and shot into the sun at a tremendous speed. No excuse. Unbelievable. I guess now what's going to happen? Let's shoot this president into a big cannon into who knows where. Unbelievable. That's what he says. And now today, the Dow not just plunges by 1,000 points, it plunges by 1,200 points in a single day. In a single day. Am I supposed to be panicking? Are we supposed to be panicking? I don't know. Are you? Because it is crazy right now. This is not a joke. It is really crazy right now what is going on out there. I don't know how else to say this. I do not want to blow things out of proportion. I do not want to make it look like I'm trying to make everybody run up and down like something is. Look, I can tell you for sure now, okay? Because I was here before it all went down to the drain in 2007 down to 2008. It is not this bad. The signal is not this bad. The signals that we saw then, it's not this bad. It wasn't. And yet we have one of the greatest recession in recent time at that point in time. So what's going to happen now? Nobody knows. Nobody knows. And guess what? Because they are panicking so bad, everybody making trips from one mainstream media to the other to defend what? Okay? This is one of the reps in the house. I think this is Rep Arrington on Trump tariff. He said, look, there's going to be disruption and pain up front. But eventually we are all going to be in the paradise. Unbelievable. If you have to tell people that look, there's going to be pain up front. Yeah, we all know there's going to be pain up front, but look, we don't need government to be telling us that. The worst thing that you can ever entertain as a voter is for you to entertain the idea that your government should be telling you to engage and embrace pain. No government official should be telling you that. Their job is not to advise you to embrace pain. I have a video for you from one of the senators because everybody's just panicking. Trust me, if the senators are panicking, who are you? If the Republican senators are panicking, hey, who are you? Listen.
Anyone who says there may be a little bit of pain before we get things right Need to talk about farmers who are one crop away from bankruptcy. They don't have time, so we've got to be crisp on this implementation. Otherwise, we could do damage that's irreparable to farmers.
See, that is Tom Tillis, Senator Tom Tillis. You look, as that guy up there just said, what's his name? Rep Arrington, okay? As he just said, look, there's going to be some disruption and pain for the meantime. And Tom Tillis said, see, you cannot entertain the idea that the government officials should be telling you that, to expect pain. No, it is not their job to tell us to expect pain. It is their job to fix the problem so that we can have to cope with what we are coping with originally. We already have enough problems in our lives. We don't need any other government to bring more problems. Pain? Really? Oh, Tom Tillis is not the only one. There's another video from the senators. Oh, this one is a very popular senator. He's always up front on every conversation. All right. Here is another video from one of the senators in. This senator is from Kentucky, Ron Paul. And here is what he says.
Tariffs have also led to political decimation. When McKinley most famously put tariffs on in 1890, they lost 50% of their seats in the next election. When Hot Smoothie put on their tariff in the early 1930s, we lost the House and the Senate for 60 years. So they're not only bad economically, they're bad politically.
So, you see, why I do not subscribe to people like this, okay? Because the only concern he has now is his political seat. His only concern is his political position. He's not worried about you. He's not worried about any one of us. Because the aftermath effect of these tariffs and these huge downtown in the market for you and I is going to be devastating. It's not showing real concern for the people now. He's showing real concern for his political position. It's devastating, not only economically, but politically. Yeah, he's worried that he may be voted out from the office. Not only that, that the Republican is going to lose so many seats. Of course, the recent upturn in the poll in the United States will tell you exactly what to expect. I thought you said these presidents have a mandate. Does this mandate really involve ruining it all? Does this mandate really involve setting everything up on fire? Because that's literally what he is doing right now. Setting everything up on fire. Unbelievable. Unbelievable. I do not want to panic, seriously. I do not want to panic, but everybody is panicking right now. The Republicans, the policymakers, the people in his cabinet, I mean, they are panicking. Look at Ludnick. Say, look at Ludnick. From one TV mainstream media to another, defending this nonsense.
When you started hearing it recently, yesterday, you said they have $1 trillion committed investment to America. $1 trillion is going to start these factories right now. That means all that construction begins now. That starts
Unbelievable.
today. You're going to see being built.
Yeah. Yeah.
All ships are going to be running hot.
Yeah.
Now, you're going to see employment leaping starting today.
You know, do you like to eat the air? As in the air that blows around, do you like to eat it and feel like you are eating some kind of Italian macaroni, spaghetti with meatballs? Do you want to feel like eating air? And are you kidding me? If you feel like that, just open your mouth into the sky and swallow all the air you can. Because what he is selling us now is like eating up the air. It's like eating up the wind. There's nothing in it. The only thing visible, the only thing real that we see now is huge amount of disruption, destruction, completely setting up this country on fire. That's what we can see. Empty promises, we cannot see that. Oh, companies is gonna be building up. They're gonna be springing up. They're gonna be coming in like trailer loads of companies. Everybody's gonna be employed. That is all dreams. But what we know is the reality now, today, as I speak to you, the reality is that these people are setting this country on fire, burning it from inside out. That's all it is. Until something different changes, well, but all I can see now, they are burning it up from inside out, setting everything on fire. That's the plan. Are you kidding me? For real? For real? Look at him here again. Of course. Of course. So I hear this part that we are trying to fix the debt that America is already in, but do not forget that they are also part of this problem. This debt that everybody is using as an excuse. These billionaires are part of it. They are the huge part of the debt. The debt problem that we are into right now, the billionaires are all part of it. They build this. They brought us all here. Not common Americans, not common working class, not you and them, you and I. It is them that caused us all these ruins, this debt. And suddenly now, I'm supposed to believe that those who actually drain us all into this problem, they're going to fix it by actually creating more problem. Common sense, people. Common sense. Where does it go? Do we still have it in this country? Common sense, people. Because I still don't get this idea that if they ruin it all, they're going to be the one fixing it. That do not appeal to common sense. That logic there does not appeal to my common sense. Because Republican House and Senate during President Donald Trump 2026-2022 administration, they implement a tax law that gave the billionaire a huge amount of tax cut for 4 years. And it skyrocketed American debt. They're about to do the same thing again now. And while at it, they are breaking everything apart. I still don't see the common sense in it. Common sense is still very much in existence. It's still very much possible. You can give yourself one. You can give yourself one. It's free. Common sense is very, very free. Cost you nothing. Just add 1 + 1 equal to 2. It's common sense. If the people who benefited from the tax cut that put us in the debt in the first place are now telling us that they will fix the problem by turning everything upside down, you believe in it, that means you lack common sense. My common sense is very alert. I do not believe that these same people who drive us into this mess in the first place by actually giving themselves so much huge tax break, they are going to suddenly, magically, like angels, fix the problem by actually turning everything upside down, as they are doing right at this very moment. That do not appeal to my common sense. I mean, look at what this current president said in the past. He said this himself, that if the Dow Jones, if the Dow Jones ever falls more than 1,000 points in a single day, the sitting president should be loaded into a very big cannon and shot into the sun at a tremendous speed. No excuse. So, America, what are you waiting for? What are you waiting for? He gave you the go-ahead. I didn't say it. He said it. That if he causes America to lose 1,000 points in Dow Jones in one single day, you should shoot him into a cannon, into the oblivious. He said it. So what are you waiting for? What are we all waiting for? This is time you should all rally. You should all get into the street. Well, except for the black people too, because the black people say no, they are not rallying for nothing at this point in time. So I guess white people, that's your problem. That's your problem now. The black people say they ain't rallying. No protest. They're not gonna protest. Period. Not today. Not ever. Not during this administration. Because this is what you want. So if anybody is going to protest this, it's up to you now. Because you definitely asked for this. Now, this man just said, if the Dow Jones sunk into 1,000 points in a single day, you shot the president with a cannon into the oblivions. Now, please do something. Shoot this president with a very big cannon into the oblivion. Maybe, just maybe, we can resolve this problem once and for all. And guess what? With all these mess going on, your man was asked a question as he was about to go into his helicopter, that the market is going crazy. Now, what now with the tariff? Guess what he says?
I think it's going very an operation. Like what it takes to get out and it's a big thing. I exactly the way it is. We have $6 or $7 trillion coming into our country, and we've never seen anything like this. The markets are going to move, the stock is going to move, the country is going to move, and the rest of the world wants to think there's any way they can make a deal. They take advantage of us for many years. For many years, we've been at the wrong side of the world. I'll tell you what, I think it's going to be unbelievable.
So he just said $6 trillion is coming into the country. How? Let me explain. What he just said now means that all the tariff that he just implemented, that every one of the country around the world will comply. That's the logic. Because if they do not comply, you should not be expecting any $6 trillion. If you expect that, you must be a moron. Because what he is saying that, in other words, they're going to comply and we're going to get $6 trillion. Oh, you need more than just a pen to get them to comply so that you can get $6 trillion. You know what we need? We need the American president to have a gun in their head for them to comply. Okay? You need to put a gun on their heads. So all these countries around the world will comply, and we're going to get $6 trillion in tariffs. Because that surely ain't going to happen. It will not happen. I can assure you that. Two things here. Two things. Is either these countries around the world form an alliance and gang up against this country that we call a great country, America, then it will now be you against the world. They will find ways to resolve the problem from themselves. They will help each other out. And suddenly, surprisingly, you will see enemies forming alliance against the United States. In order for them to be able to survive this, and we will be alone just as much as we want to be isolated. That is one option. The second option is this. They will come to the table and negotiate. But guess what? America will lose a lot from that negotiation because they're not going to stick to the same tariff. Oh, there is a third option. But before I go into that second option, if they negotiate, the tariff is not going to be exactly the same. That means it's going to be coming down, down, and down. And America, at the end of the day, we agree, and President Trump will come out and say, we have a very good negotiation, and everything was just good, just so smooth. The best negotiation in the whole wide world. But then he's not going to tell you that we lost a lot. And that $6 trillion has been slashed down to maybe nothing. Perhaps he's going to go back to many of the trade agreements we already have on the book. He's going to make it look like it's new, but it's already on the book. That is second option. The third option, which we are expecting, every one of us is expecting that. The third option is retaliatory tariffs. I'm saying it as simple as I can, like a layman, so that you and I, we understand. Retaliatory tariffs. That means all these countries will retaliate. You give us 10% tariff, we give you 10% tariff. You give us 85% tariff, we give you 85% tariff. You give us 50% tariff, we're going to give you 50% tariff. Retaliate. And then the hell break loose. Because if they retaliate, he's going to escalate. And when he escalates, they're going to retaliate. And then back and forth. Guess what is tearing up and down? America is being torn up in shreds. People, I do not know what is going on anymore. Because if I do, I will tell you right now. But I don't know. All I see is red everywhere. Red. Oh my word, red. Unbelievable. It sounds funny. It's not because I'm happy about it. It's just that for a man like me, when something is just too much to handle, rather than me crying, I laugh. Unbelievable. It's just too much to handle. I can't cry, but I'm going to laugh. Unbelievable. But you know what? As far as I'm concerned, I'm just going to draw the curtain to a close here. I want to spend 30 minutes today, and it's already more than that. So I'll say bye for now, and I will see you in a jiff. Please, stay strong. We're going to deal with this somehow. We're going to survive it, okay? Sooner or later, this is going to be a story. But stay strong so that you're going to be there when that story is being told.
On News FM for news and entertainment. Sounds pretty good to me.
OGM News FM for news and entertainment. Sounds pretty good to me. For news and entertainment, sounds pretty good to me.